Hi everyone, continuing on with some new buys from the Sephora sale. I've been trying out these products and here we go. The next item is the Mauve Mint colors that came out this year, and there were two of them for 2017, which I have been wearing this week. So the first one is the liquid lipstick that was released earlier this year. This is the formula, so they put out in two different ways. Ta-da! This way, you will recognize these. I also reviewed these earlier on in the year, so you can watch that video if you're curious to see how they wore in a more in-depth review. And then they also released, let me think here, the multi-stick. So here it is. So if you're a fan of the multi-stick or you're a fan of the liquid lipstick, they put them both out. The thing is, they didn't release a new lipstick, just a general Bite Beauty lipstick. It's just these two guys, and that is it. And of course I picked them both up because I love Bite Beauty. Bite Beauty can do no wrong. So I love it. So what I love about this line is that a portion of the proceeds goes to male health issues, specifically I think testicular cancer, things like that. You know, it affects a lot of males because I personally know a lot of males in my lifetime that don't necessarily go and get checked as much as they should, or they're like, nah, I got this, I'm fine, I'll just walk it off, you know. And so, you know, it's good to get some money out there so that people know what they should be doing, getting checkups, making sure they're okay. It's not a weakness to go to the doctor, it's actually a good thing. So I love what it's going to, and you know, because there's a lot of awareness for female health and we're passing it around to each other like we do, but with males, you guys also need to take care of that. And so I love that that is also being brought to the forefront. So I definitely will support these products. Now the first thing that I want to do is show the color from last year. So this was Mauve Mint 2016. Here it is in all its glory, because I want to show the difference, because you may look at this like, I have the one from last year, do I need this one? And you may not. So what I'm going to do, this is just the standard lipstick. Here you go. And again, with this one, they didn't release it in any other form. This was just it. But this year, they did not release the 2017 Mauve Mint colors in a regular, you know, bullet lipstick. But here it is, still a gorgeous color. I bought two of these. I'm already working through the second one. So yes, I did get through the first one. I absolutely adore this color, just a gorgeous mauve color. So now I'm going to take the multi-stick of Mauve Mint for this year, so you can see that there is a slight difference in the coloring. There we go. So this year, I feel that this color is a little bit brighter. I don't feel, I know, you know, but it definitely is a little bit brighter than last year. And I do feel it pulls a little bit more warm tone than it did last year. So yes, let me do the last one, which is the liquid lipstick, because of course the formula is different. So it is, even if it's the same color, it's going to go on differently and look differently. And there you go. So they're three completely different colors. Yes. Now you can no longer get the 2016 color. It's just gone. So, you know, if you have it though, I just wanted to bring it out in comparison. I feel like the liquid lipstick here is more similar to the one from last year, but even still, it is a darker color. Also, part of it is the finish is very different, but still, these are three completely different colors. I do feel like the multi-stick here, yes, I am looking at it because I just want to make sure I'm correct, is definitely more warm, and I feel like, I mean, you can definitely see it is definitely more warm, while the liquid lipstick is a little bit more cool. So there's kind of something for everyone. Now, if you do have the 2016 one, I will say, you could definitely pick up these two, and they are completely different colors. Now, you may not want one because it may be too warm for you or too cool for you, or maybe you're just not into liquid lipstick, so you can skip this one. The multi-stick, I like it, but I know with some people it was kind of polarizing. Some felt it was too dry. Some people just didn't understand the whole purpose of it. Some people absolutely loved it. So you have an option except for a lipstick. So it's one of these two guys or nothing, folks. So, or hold on to the memories of 2016. 'Twas a good year. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and swatch both these colors just so you can see what they look like. And here we go. So I think it may be easier to start with the multi-stick. So again, this is this more warm kind of mauve color here. This is Mauvember 2017 in the multi-stick. Now I've been calling it the Mauvement, and I think I'm wrong because I looked at the back and I went, oh, Mauvember, ding. But so it is Mauvember 2017. This is the multi-stick. What I will say about this one is it's a little bit more moisturizing than the multi-sticks that I've had in the past. And I have about 5, 6 different colors, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. Now, a lot of colors, the thing with the multi-stick is it's supposed to be you can use it all over your face. You can do it on your cheeks, on your lips, on your eyes. I wouldn't wear a color like this on my eyes, but if you do, kudos to you because I'm sure it looks amazing. It's just not a look that I go for, so I do tend to use this more on my lips. Sometimes on my cheeks, but I have oily skin and I feel like these are a little bit too moisturizing. I prefer powder, but I will say for those who feel that these are too drying on the lips, this one is not. It's actually really moisturizing, so I don't know how well it would fare on the cheeks or the eyes, because this feels more like a lipstick. And I know the other formulas in the past are a little bit drier, so I just wanted to put that out there. It's a really pretty color. I really do love it. The only thing is I don't feel like the application went on well, and I will say the one thing I don't like about these is that they're hard to use for lipstick. They really are. So, you know, you can use the flat surface, but then you have to go in with these edges, and it can be kind of a challenge, especially when they're new. Eventually, over time, you'll shape them into the shape you need to make it work, but it's kind of like, wah, wah, a mess. So I just did want to put that out there. There is some transfer with this. So what I'm going to do is I am going to kiss this thing so you can see. Other formulas in the past have been a little bit more dry, so that is not the case with this. It is a very beautiful color, but again, you know, it's a brighter, more warm tone kind of mauve color. So on to the Liquid Lip Mauvember color for 2017. This is the Mauvember 2017 liquid lipstick color. I love it. I really do love it. I just think it's beautiful, especially for you cool tone girls out there. And it's a little bit more vampy than the multi-stick. It's just gorgeous. I have worn this one. What I will say is that you have to be careful because it is extremely moisturizing, and so it has a tendency to go into the teeth quite a bit. So a lot of the time after I would apply it, I'd be going, So you're going to want to do that because it is really messy. It is a very thick liquid lipstick. When they say liquid lipstick, yes, it is a little bit more hardier and less sticky than a gloss. I will say that. Most definitely. So like the prismatic colors are a little bit thicker and a little bit stickier. These are a little bit sticky, but they're definitely not like a gloss. So they're kind of in between a satin and a gloss if they had a love child. So this is kind of what it is. So if you don't like the gloopiness of lip glosses, then you're gonna like this because yes, it is kind of wet, but it's just not gloopy. But it really is a pretty color. If you have a problem with having dry lips at this time of year, not to worry, my friend. This is going to take care of that. They last really long. Actually, I find none of these products really stain either, so you're going to want to do some touch-ups. They're just not really staining, which I actually like, but you're definitely going to have to do some touch-ups because, again, they're not long-lasting, and I don't really think they claim to be, so no big deal. Especially if you're eating soup or something this time of year, I would not recommend it unless you wipe it off first because you're going to have a mess. Because I'm a huge fan of udon and things this time of year. So this is not the lipstick to go, or you wipe it off and fix it before you leave. But, they're not long lasting. So I will say with this, which is interesting with the liquid lipstick, is it does have a different scent than the other ones that came out earlier, which kind of threw me off. And maybe I just got one that smells like this, and maybe other people didn't. I'm curious to hear what other people think, but it usually they have this kind of citrusy kind of smell to them, and this one has a hint of that, but it doesn't smell quite as fresh as the other ones in the past. So I was kind of surprised by that a little bit. The scent is really strong and stays with you, but it isn't that clean kind of citrus smell that I'm used to. It has another scent underneath it, and I don't quite know what it is, and to me it's a little bit distracting. So I don't know, it just doesn't have that freshness that they usually do. The multi-stick never really had too much of that. It has a little hint, so if you do not like really strong scents, the multi-stick I find just has a little hint of it and it doesn't last. The lipsticks, you know, they tend to have it as well, a little bit stronger than the multi-sticks. And these guys just pack a punch, along with the prismatics really have that scent, and it may be because it's more liquid form. So that is my review for these guys. You know, I will say personally, I really like the mauve of last year. I think it probably is still my favorite. That's a little bit more of a color that I'd gravitate to. And this guy, the liquid lipstick, a little bit more because I find it to be a little bit more cool tone versus the multi-stick that I think is a little bit warmer. So, you know, some will really be happy depending on the color or the texture that they want, and some may be disappointed because they may want this color more in a liquid form or this color more in a matte form, and it's not there. But I think there's something for everyone. So I do think these are really nice. So I hope you do too. Let me know. I'm curious what you think. Are you happier with last year's colors? Do you like this idea of the two different ones coming in different forms? What do you think of them? Are you picking them up? Let me know. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.